strength, endurance, and teamwork, these are perhaps the main qualities that define wolves. But every pack has a recognized leader, one capable of organizing hunts, maintaining social bonds, and protecting the group from enemies. Earning this title is incredibly difficult. While losing it can happen in the blink of an eye, there are always others waiting to take your place. Hi, friends, you're watching Time with Animals, and today's episode is all about alpha wolves. The alpha wolf, or pack leader, is the acknowledged head of a close-knit group of predators, and carries a huge number of responsibilities essential for the pack's success. The alpha's primary duty is to keep the group in check, because discipline is the foundation of a healthy society. It's the leader who shapes and upholds the pack's hierarchy. This clear division of roles helps avoid unnecessary conflicts. To do this, the alpha uses both positive reinforcement and aggressive methods. Sometimes it's the only way to show a subordinate their proper place. The alpha plays a crucial role in hunting, too. More often than not, they act as the coordinator, developing the strategy. As the most experienced and wise member, the leader can assess the situation and choose the best moment to strike. Smart planning allows the pack to catch prey off guard, and efficient positioning helps them complete the chase with minimal energy loss. The alpha understands better than anyone that only through teamwork can they overcome prey larger than themselves. A successful hunt is the key to the pack's survival. Another important role of the alpha is territorial protection. Alongside their allies, they actively mark their lands, signaling their presence to neighboring packs. Rich hunting grounds are often disputed, and the alpha is ready to risk their life for the well-being of the group. Sometimes, a territorial battle becomes the last fight for an alpha, as they are the main target in enemy attacks. But if the enemy pack greatly outnumbers them, a wise leader chooses to retreat. After all, it's better to find less desirable land than to risk the lives of the pack members. And finally, in most cases, only the alpha pair has the right to breed. This maintains genetic diversity and gives the pups the best traits and genes from successful parents. The alpha also actively participates in raising the young, passing on valuable knowledge and experience. This helps the pups become independent faster and become full members of the group. So, being the alpha is no simple task, but a highly coveted one. But how does one become the leader? One way is inheritance. Sometimes, when an alpha dies or leaves the pack, a young wolf who has learned the ins and outs of hunting and social interaction may take their parent's place. Another way is through direct competition. A strong wolf from within the pack, or even a lone outsider, may challenge the alpha. Such fights are intense, and often dangerous. Even a small injury can ruin a wolf's mobility, and wolves, as they say, live on their legs. Still, brute strength isn't everything. A seasoned leader may know clever tactics that can turn the tide. That's why many hot-headed young wolves end up losing to older but more experienced alphas. Another way to rise to the top is by earning the respect of others, by showing initiative, confidence, hunting skill, and courage in defending the group. These actions can boost a wolf's authority, shaking the current leader's position. Sometimes, multiple wolves may work together to pressure the alpha, especially if they believe the leader is ineffective, for example, after a failed hunt, poor threat assessment, or wrong travel decisions. In such moments, bold wolves may try to take over, or even force the alpha out. Lastly, a wolf can choose to leave the pack and form a new one. This is the most effective yet hardest route, demanding great determination. Living alone is tough, hunting without support is a serious challenge, and not everyone survives long enough to lead a new group. As we see, there are many paths to becoming an alpha, but they all require bravery, endurance, and intelligence. And even after gaining power, holding on to it is much harder than it seems. Old age is the most obvious reason for losing status, but territorial conflicts, dangerous hunts, serious injuries, and illness often mean alphas don't live to an old age. When an alpha becomes less effective, stronger challengers begin to appear. And it's not just about physical strength, social skills matter too. If the leader becomes withdrawn or overly aggressive, the pack may grow resentful. Failing to keep unruly members in check leads to a loss of respect, and soon, a leadership change may be inevitable. Sometimes, alphas leave on their own, due to internal disputes or the search for a new mate. In the end, being a pack leader is hard work, requiring constant physical and mental excellence. Not everyone is fit to lead, only the bravest, smartest, and most resourceful get the chance to guide their pack into a brighter, well-fed future. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and, as always, spend your time wisely. See you next time.